Alright, this is Observious, bringing you guys, oddly enough, a World of Tanks commentary of sorts. Just want to talk about the game a little bit. It's in beta at the moment, and basically what it is you drive tanks and instances against, a whole bunch of other enemy tanks, and they try to match up as best as possible. And you get experience and credits, which is the in-game currency, and you upgrade new tanks. You can see over here, you can upgrade into new tanks and, get different modules and buy them after researching them and stuff like that. So, they have a really nice set of tutorial videos that will help explain it all. Right now, I've barely started, so I just have the leak tractor saving up for this tank destroyer. I almost have enough to actually buy it outright, and that'll be nice. The next match should cover it. And you can play, tanks of other nations. It doesn't matter what nation you play as. You could have a Russian medium tank. You could have a German tank destroyer. You could have U.S. light tanks. I don't know. You could have tanks of the same type and all of that. You can buy off different modules and stuff like that, but you can watch tutorials for that. I'm just going to show you guys some gameplay for now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the battle button. It is set on standard battle, so what it's going to do is it's going to put me in a queue with other people in the queue. Up here you can see how many people are currently online. The number of battles is that other icon, and it looks like we've got put into a match. And you can see what tanks are on your team and what tanks are on the enemy team, as far as light tanks, medium tanks, and stuff like that. Unless you're familiar with all the models and all of that, it's only going to help a little bit. T1s are light tanks, leak tractors are light tanks, MS1s I think are light tanks. So you can see our bottom half is all basic tanks. Then there's some, well, you can look at that later. Hopefully Super and Viso tanks won't. Alright, so yes, there's a Christmas tree in the middle. The whole idea is to either capture the enemy base by standing inside of the circle until it gets to 100%, or kill all enemy tanks. You have 15 minutes to do that, and let's get the show on the road. So here we go. Right along. I'm in a little bit light tank, not the fastest tank. There's probably faster light tanks farther down on the tier tree or whatever. But hey, so for some reason I want to be silly and move along the beach, even though this gets me killed. So normally I follow. You can see on the map on the bottom right. Normally I take the far route down there on the right, and then go down to their base. But I figure, why not? I'll hide in this brush, and I'll shoot people. But it looks like we're going to be mostly defensive, looking around. By the way, the turret and all of that is supposed to be as realistic as possible. The maps, though, because they were hideously unbalanced in real life, are trying to be as realistic as possible. While, Alright, so there's a tank over there. Is he in range? Yes. Barely. Do I want to shoot, though? Because shooting can give away your position. Alright, that didn't do anything. All it did was scare him. He's shooting at them. Alright, let's move up a little bit closer. Try and move up to this next set of brush. Hopefully no one's radio will pick me up. I gotta watch out for fire. No, that wall's over there is gonna stay a wall for a bit. Trying to get up to this section of brush. Get a little bit closer to this tank so I can shoot at it better. And you can see on the red names exactly who's dead and who's alive. Alright, is he... no. He's behind that wall. Alright, time to just push on through. Now this is very dangerous by me. I'm way exposed. And there's tanks over there. I think shooting at our tanks on this side. Hard to tell. No, Ruster goes, no. There's something happened to him. I want to move over to that bush, but you can kind of see that's really close to where he is. As a tank, you're supposed to sort of get up close, but you're also more supposed to be a spotter. And you can see we're winning 5-4. So does that mean push out? Actually, no, it doesn't. So, ow, my face. Speaking of,
our driver is dead. We
can't see him. I can't see him. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I'm dead.
Get out.
That was bad. Oh well, now I can watch other tanks. So right-clicking changes the camera of allied tanks to see. You can of course cycle back to your tank. You can see all your modules in the bottom left corner, as well as how much quote-unquote health you have. You can run over or destroy with your cannon various bits of debris. And here, this guy. No, dummy, he's right in front of you. Yeah, I don't think he sees him. Mr. Destroyer, you're dead. Fire, fire. Oh no, maybe not. Uh-oh. Why aren't you dead yet? You got a lot of armor on that. Oh, no, you died. However, it looks like these guys are going to avenge him. Maybe. Oh no, there's the tank in the top right. Oh well, they're sniping it. The guys down here. It's currently tied. Up, we're ahead now, 8-7. Although, if we run out of time, the game just ends in a draw. Attention sector. Yes, you can highlight. So, someone's saying, pay attention. Where's this hunter guy? There's me. I don't see him. I guess he's a dead guy pinging in. Alright, so here we go. Nazi spamming sectors, I guess. Oh well. So, people are raging in this match, sadly. Oh well. Oh, this is interesting. T-26. We're looking at him. They're all playing defensive. We're up in kills. We've got 3 tanks slowly pushing to their base. Slowly. Meanwhile, people are getting trolled and stuff. Alright, so they're pushing along. They're trying to get to that circle over there so they can capture it. Meanwhile, we've got 4 tanks in the back defending, so they're not going to do any sort of fancy ninja. These guys slowly pushing 53, 31, 35. Alright, so this guy's reached the circle. So if you can see, there's a little mark in the ground that makes this little circle of the capture space and goes all the way around. And he's staying a little bit behind the brush, but he's not actually getting in the bush. So people on that road is going to have a hard time spotting him. You can see on the radar that people are having a good old fun fight as... Oh, he died. As they start approaching positions to try and defend our base while we capture theirs. We have 2 tanks in there now on the circle. Alright, I think... people are just being silly now. I haven't seen this much spam ever. The matches are relatively short. You can see it's only been like 6-ish minutes. The game's almost over. 76%. Alright, looks like our tanks are going to successfully defend. Wasn't the most action-packed game, but I figured I'd just show you guys this odd World of Tanks game. There's me. I'm dead. Alright, where's the capturing tanks? I want to see him. There we go. Yeah, enemy base captured. It'll go to this screen. You can see how many kills and stuff, what destroyed you. Sometimes I think it tells you what you killed, but if you didn't kill anything, it tells you what killed you. Personal achievements, it'll say if you detected anything, if you damaged anything, if you destroyed anything. You can see obviously that I failed at life. I just received 13 hits, and I shot 5 times. Oh well. Then you hit escape and you go back to the garage. And, alright. We won! I died really early, but we won. So, we won. I have 11 whatever. Gold, by the way, is the service you can buy stuff for, or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the store. I want to buy me my tank destroyer. Yep, you. I want you... Load standard ammunition. Oh, I don't have enough for that. So let's just buy the tank. Purchased. Alright, so I need to save up. Looks like enough for 1 more game. So, hit X. You can see in the garage, it's right here now. I'm going to have to save up some more credits and all of that. Once you finish researching everything, your tank becomes elite and you can do stuff with the experience you get. See, I have everything researched. Little elite status bar thingy. Right now, my experience that I gain on this tank is set to accelerate the crew training, which, if they get to, say, 100%, then they will be able to research other stuff. And you can also see their service record for each crew member, so like how many tanks that you've destroyed with this crew member, well, while I was in your tank, or maximum, oh yeah, maximum you've killed in a battle, battle survived. See, this guy, he's the commander, so, or no, he's the loader, so he lives most of the time, all the time actually, all 21 engagements. However, the driver is not as lucky. He dies 20% of the time. And yeah, open personnel file. And of course you can go look at other crew and stuff, hire people. You can see all of that. Alright, available bunks. I have bunks, competence, etc.